Yo, it's Yoma, I'm back again. In this video I'm going to talk about my free trade portfolio. So I've decided to start my portfolio from scratch again, and I'm going to explain why in this video. Stay tuned and find out more. Yo, it feels good to be back. It's been a while. Like I said in this video, I'm going to talk about my free trade portfolio. So I've decided to do something radically different. I'm going to start my portfolio off from scratch with £100, and I'm going to build it with my community. I'm going to be as transparent as possible with the transactions that I'll be making. So as you can see, it's only £100 in his portfolio at the moment, and I've only made just a few pennies by the looks of it. So yeah, I've started from scratch. I've got myself down to £100, and I'm going to build this portfolio up over a sustained period of time, obviously. And the strategy is going to be mainly focusing on US technology stocks. I might occasionally dive into different industries, but I would like to focus mostly on US technology stocks. And I'm also going to have a structure whereby I'm going to have 80% of the holdings in equities and 10% cash, and then another 10% in an index fund, i.e. S&P 500, just to, sort of have a balanced portfolio. It's still an aggressive portfolio, don't get me wrong. I'm a very aggressive investor, so it only makes sense that I kind of keep that aggression, but I'm trying to dilute it down a little bit by keeping around 10% in cash and 10% in index funds. I guess the question is, why do this sort of video? Well, the reason why I've decided to, kind of start these kind of videos is because I get a lot of Instagram DMs. I even get some emails now as well. I even get LinkedIn messages now as well about people really wanting to get into investments, and they don't know where to start. That's what I may say. But that's why this portfolio update video that I'll be doing on a weekly basis of my free trade portfolio will help them, and the fact that I'm starting from ground zero, so will help beginners out in the early days, if that makes sense as well. I make a disclaimer that I am not a financial expert. I'm not a licensed financial advisor or anything. All my purchases are based on my opinion. It's based on my own research. Even though I have a lot of experience in terms of that, I am not an expert. Just so that everyone knows. It's gonna be fun building this portfolio up with my community. Something I'm really looking forward to, and let's make some money together. The Obviously the platform that I'll be using is Freetrade, and there's many reasons why I've chosen Freetrade. Well, it's number one, a member of the London Stock Exchange. I think it's I could be wrong, but I think it's like the cheapest option in terms of members on the London Stock Exchange. I'm hearing people might say trading 212, but to my knowledge, they are not a member of the London Stock Exchange, so I'm not going to include them in this conversation. People that are involved in the London Stock Exchange are the likes of AJ Bell, Hargreaves Lansdown, and so on and so on. In general, Freetrade is the cheapest option. Instant trades are free. There might be a limited number of stocks on there, but I believe that as we shoot more videos, they will add significantly more stocks. So by the time we get to probably episode 10 or 10 to 15 or whatever, we should have a high number of stocks available. So that's going to be interesting. And also, I will be using a basic account for this. I usually invest most of my money with a SIP account. That is still with Hargreaves Lansdown. I will most probably move that over to Freetrade once Freetrade allow for those facilities. But these types of videos that I'm going to be shooting are going to be based off of the basic Freetrade account, so it's not going to be an ISO account or anything. It's going to be a pure basic account. Like I said, we're going to focus mostly on the technology stock, US companies. The reason why I've chosen US companies over like British companies and stuff like that, European companies or whatever, is because I still believe, obviously, the US market in general is still the greatest market to operate in for businesses. I know that most businesses are international nowadays, but technology companies in general, I found that in Silicon Valley tend to staff in America, obviously, and then tend to gain a significant advantage, and then it's spread throughout the world. And by starting off in America, you as a business have a significant advantage because the market is just so much bigger. It allows you to, create more market cap for yourself, and with the bigger market cap means more money, obviously, and then you can just expand quicker in general. Sorry, a strong advantage that the American companies has over its European counterparts. The European counterparts usually starts off in one country in Europe. I mean, assuming you start off in Britain, you're going to have around 60 million to play about with, versus starting off in America, where you have 300 million people to play about. So, all those things factor in long term. It just makes American stocks, in my opinion, more attractive. I know, I mean, again, if being a technology investor like myself, it only makes sense that I stick to the US market as well. Long run, what we're trying to achieve with this channel is that we're trying to get this account with the community up to around 10,000 within 2 years. We could potentially do a lot better than that, but I'm just sort of giving you benchmarks I'm trying to set over this account moving forward. And it's going to be based off on gradual investment. It's going to be based off of gradual £100 to £500 investments on a monthly basis. We're not going to do any crazy amounts. We're gonna make this account as community driven as possible in the same time, as affordable as possible in the same time as well. So that is why I've chosen the amounts of 100 to 500 as a monthly top up. Depending on the month, really. Some months are better than other months, and you can do more. Some months are worse than other months, and then you can only do £100. So let's just see how this goes. But the target is to have 10,000 within 2 years in this account. So anyone want to start with me? All you gotta do is download the Freetrade app, stick in £100, and we are good to go. Again, I am no financial expert. I'm no financial advisor. I'm only someone who, has happened to invest their own money over a long period of time and has had some success in it. So that's what I'm trying to share with the community, basically. So let's just see how this plays out. I'm very much looking forward to this. And that's it for episode 1, I think. In episode 2, I'll probably have some stocks bought already, and I'll explain how they're performing, obviously, and why I bought them, what the outlook for the company is that I'm buying into, and maybe why I'll tell you now. I'm gonna buy. Well, 10% of that money is gonna go towards an S&P 500, the index fund. I've been talking about quite a lot throughout my other videos, and I'm going to stick 10% in cash, just leave 10% in cash, just to ensure that I have a balanced portfolio. But as for where I spend 80% of the portfolio, I am not sure yet. I'm still doing some analysis on a few companies that I think are great, but I will have this ready for next video, obviously, and you'll be able to see it all. I did say that was it before, but I'm clearly lying. Now it's definitely it, and I'm going to conclude this video. and I will see you lot on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and share. It's gonna be an interesting ride that I'm gonna take you lot on. So buckle up.